Hey everybody and welcome back. In today's video, I'm walking you through how to use the action sheet. So basically in SAP Build Apps, or formerly known as Appgyver, there's a function where you can click a button or have an action to pull up an action sheet, and it'll have this cancel option as well. Now, that's the high level overview. Let's jump in and how to do this using the free community edition of SAP Build Apps. So you're going to want to start by opening the marketplace and then go to the search page. From here, you can type in action. Select the sheet and click install. You can exit the marketplace from here. Now, the action sheet is going to be a much similar version to the drop-down list, but it has that iOS style, or at least that's what it looks like to me. So the idea here is imagine what a drop-down field does. That's similar to what this is going to be doing. So first, you have to choose what you want this action sheet to do. So I have the copy and paste functionality from my previous video, which I'll link in the description, about getting and clearing or getting data to the clipboard and from the clipboard. But I'm going to tie it to this copy button, and we'll start out by renaming the copy button. We'll just say action. Now, when we click the button, we're going to click Show Logic. Under Action Sheet, or under Installed, we'll have Action Sheet. So we can drag this over and connect it. Now, when we select the dialog, you'll see we have three outputs. You'll see we have picked action, output at port 2, and then output at port 3, which is error. So basically what we need to know is we have the label and the value. Now, from here, we can choose what we want these values to actually be or do, etc. So when we have action sheet selected, we have the options here, and we have list of values. So we can click add value, and the label is literally the label, the text value. Then we have a value. So we can make this value 2, we'll make A1, so I'm sure you can guess B2, and then C3. Now, we can click Save, and to better understand this, let's set some kind of a page variable, just to show what value was selected. So what we'll do is we're going to select some text that I have here, and then we can click this little formula icon, click Data and Variables, Page Variables, and we're just going to bind it to page variable A. Then from here, I'm going to delete this just to reduce confusion. And we're going to go back to this action button. Now, we have the dialog here, so we can go to our core components. We can bring over set page variable. It will have A by default, just because that's first letter in the alphabet, and the assigned value. So this is where you have a couple of choices. You can choose output of another node, action sheet, and then go through here. Now here, the tricky part, because you'll see this is a different type, so we can have the label, or if you want, we can try to do this with a formula as well. So if we were to type in output, so you'll see we have output of the action sheet, and we have a couple of different items here. So you'll see we could do the label, and we'll have examples, and then we have the value, and we'll have examples here. So if we choose, let's just say, we'll just choose the value to see what happens. But what we're going to do to try to adjust this, because there are some example results, and you'll see down here these validation issues, let's try and see if we can use the string function to convert this to a string value, just to see if it could work. Now we're going to click Save here, and then we'll see what ends up happening. So we'll go over here, we'll click Action, you'll see that we have A, B, C, we'll click A, and you'll see 1 appears right here. If we click Action again and choose B, it is now 2. If we click Action and choose C, it is now 3. Now, although this is a simple example, the idea here is this list of values, you can tie the value or the label to whatever you need it to be. So we can say the label is going to be value 1, and then value 2, and you can continue on exactly how you really prefer to. So what I'll do is I'll add 4 values, And then when I save it, I'll open Browser DevTools to show you, so you can get a better idea of what this would look like on a mobile device. So if I click Action, you'll see we have these 4 values here. And then if I select one, let's just say value 2, or maybe one of the more recent values, it puts that value there. Now, the idea here is this action, you can tie it to whatever you want. So you can have this list of values and you can pull the value or the label from whatever you feel the need to be. So you could pull it from really any source that's going to work in Appgyver within a function like this. So what I mean by that is you can add in numbers, string text, you can have the label appear maybe dynamically, for example, from a data variable. So you can choose how you want to format and function this or have it function, but that's the general overview. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below, and I'll see you all in the next video.